Hello and welcome to Caring, France 24's humanitarian programme devoted to the people behind the headlines. Case in point this week, we're taking you to India. India, the inspiration for the recent blockbuster hit Slumdog Millionaire, the movie that showcased so spectacularly the vibrant colours and scenery the vast country has to offer, but also the extreme poverty. The plight of those forced to live amongst open sewers was brought graphically to the screen, and the world took note. But so did the Indian authorities. This aside to the country, the government apparently not keen to be seen. So an extensive eradication programme has been launched in New Delhi to clear out the makeshift homes that risk blighting the city's hopes of appealing to investors. And India is up against a tight deadline. New Delhi is set to host the Commonwealth Games next year. But for the estimated 3 million people who live in these slums, this means homelessness. Our reporters travelled there to meet the victims of this gentrification plan and hear their accounts of despair.
This bus has been doing the rounds of Delhi streets for months, carrying members of the anti-beggar squad. Their boss scans the pavements looking for the beggars of India's capital city.
You find them in the markets at red lights, near temples and mosques.
60,000 people beg in the streets here, but it's illegal in India.
Okay, let's go.
For some weeks now, Manoj Pandey's team has been under a lot of pressure. In a year, the city will host the Commonwealth Games, a very important sporting event for the Indians. New Delhi wants to change its image and hide its wretched poor.
No, I haven't done anything, sir. I wasn't begging.
What were you doing then?
Ask them. I swear I wasn't doing anything.
Was he begging? Yes, yes. Okay, you're under arrest.
All the beggars have to be arrested by the end of the year.
Stop! There's one there.
It's quite easy. Someone hands the beggars over, or they get caught red-handed.
Come with us.
Where?
We're arresting you for begging.
What?
This man resists because he could be locked up.
We're going to take you away anyway.
Please, I'm too old. I don't want to go.
Can you see how tough our job is? They don't want to get into the truck. They know they're going to be punished.
This old man pretends he's blind to avoid being taken.
You pretend to be blind to earn more money begging.
I can't see a thing.
Shut up, liar. I know you can see.
I can see only a bit, please. Have pity, have pity.
Today's beggar hunt didn't go off so well. They've caught only 4 men.
It's a pity, because the Commonwealth Games are around the corner, so we're doing all we can to catch them. We've got a lot of work on our hands.
They are taken to a rehabilitation camp far from the city. The Delhi authorities have constructed 11 like this in a hurry. This is certainly no residential care home. The beggars are registered as soon as they get in. Medical checkup, fingerprints and photograph. The city wants to create a registry of its vagabonds to control this bothersome lot.
I have 2 children, you know. They're never going to know where their father is. I'm devastated. It's the first time that I went begging. I arrived in Delhi a week ago to drive a rickshaw. What's going to happen to me?
The 4 men appear before a judge. A quick trial without lawyers and a sentence under the new law. 1 year in the rehabilitation camp, a year away from the city centre. A city centre that is being cleansed of its poor every day. Excavators destroy hundreds of homes right before their inhabitants.
Back off, back off. There's nothing to see here.
The politicians we voted for promised us we wouldn't be evicted. They are in power only thanks to us.
But if they come back, we'll chase them away with sticks.
The supervisors couldn't care less.
Do you know which house has to be destroyed first?
Of course, but we have to remeasure to know how many square meters we're destroying.
500 slums like this will be destroyed this year.
No, there is no any paper. This is government land and this is unauthorized encroachment over there.
Just to develop Delhi as a modern city?
Exactly. Okay. That is a construction of a road underpass for Commonwealth Games 2005.
Is it difficult that work, sir?
The police informs the inhabitants only 3 hours in advance. 3 miserable hours to save what they can. Meera Devi's family is trying to recover even their electric cables.
We sold all we could in a hurry because we won't have any use of it when we're out in the streets.
Meera Devi's family has lived in this house for 30 years.
At least we were all together. Now all that's left is our clothes in these bags.
Meera had a fruit and vegetable stand in the neighborhood, which allowed her to pay rent for her house. Her family was part of India's lower middle class.
Here, take this bag too.
Her 2 children, Manish and Binu, went to school a short distance away. But there'll be no more school for them.
Do you think they can finish the school year at least?
No! I begged the policeman. My children have their 6th grade exams, but even the school is to be destroyed. What are they going to make of it, of me? That I'm a bad mother? They're worried about us, about their future.
This land belongs to the state. Around 3 million people will be evicted to bring the city up to international standards. Delhi has begun its transformation. Too bad if it tramples its poor in the bargain.
I'm thinking about all our happy memories here. Now I have nothing. I'm just sad.
Back off, back off.
A few hundred meters away, right on the ruins of their homes, Delhi's big new sports complex is getting a new parking. This city of 17 million inhabitants, known for its traffic jams and pollution, has dreams of becoming the capital of Asia. A clean, welcoming megalopolis like the promotional photos of the Games village. With a 13 billion euro budget, New Delhi hopes to be the showcase for India shining and to attract foreign investors. The man responsible for this new Delhi is the city's planning commissioner Vinod Risbud. He says the destruction is justified.
23 million population in there. But once you give them the ownership right where they are, you are perpetuating that substandardness forever. Because there is no possibility of widening the road, there is no possibility of providing for any facilities, but at least through rehabilitation, though it may take a little time. See, if you have to create something new, you have to break the old ones. Otherwise, you can't create something new.
Every Saturday, 15,000 of these now homeless people, excluded from India's growth, gather near the Ministry of Housing. Ramendra Kumar is a social activist. He wants the government to apply a law that was passed without fanfare. It makes a provision for all slum dwellers to be relocated.
So thousands of families are becoming homeless. The central government is making promises that they will construct 1 lakh houses. Question is, where are those houses?
We went looking for the answer in Bawana, 40 kilometers from Delhi. According to the municipality, the relocation law has been respected. 100,000 people were relocated here with the promise of a real house and the comforts of a new town. When we get there, it looks more like a refugee camp. The families no longer have electricity or running water.
The well water makes us ill. There's a lot of dysentery. It isn't drinkable, and sometimes we have to go all the way to the river.
The families get water for only 2 hours a day to fill their reservoirs.
But often there's no water for 3 days or even more.
Sama Parveen has to walk a kilometer to get water. Only a month ago, she was living in Delhi. After her house was destroyed, she was given these 10 square meters far from everything.
All that was left of our belongings was in here, and we were robbed. In any case, now I'm scared to settle down anywhere, because I'm scared that we'll be evicted and our homes destroyed again.
Like the other displaced people around them, they built everything with their own hands. Her husband Amir was a sugarcane seller in New Delhi. He has lost his job.
We can't work anymore. It takes 6 hours of transport to get to and from Delhi. I can barely feed my 7 children. We used to be middle-class people. Now we're just miserable beggars.
This family has finished building their house today, a bamboo and sheet metal hut. Bawana's displaced have registered a complaint with India's Human Rights Commission. They are demanding the infrastructure they were promised. Today, in the name of modernity, India is sacrificing those who have been her strength. Millions of laborers who worked for next to nothing. Immigrants from the provinces who saw the capital as a promise of a better life.
Well, that's it for this edition of Caring. I do hope that you enjoyed it. You can watch that episode again, as well as previous editions, on our website, france24.com. Until the next time, goodbye, and see you very soon.